What is up, people? How are you guys doing? Welcome to the session. How is everyone? Can you guys all hear me and see me clearly? Can I get a quick yes in the chat box, people, if you guys can all hear me? Yes. Is everyone able to hear me and see me? I'm not able to see my own chat. Yes. Great. Hello, what's up? What's up? Hello, guys. What's up, everyone? How are you people doing? All good? What's up, people? Welcome. Hi, Niharika ji. How are you doing? Hi, Jayashri. What's up? Hi, Smita. Hi, Tanushree. How are you, people? Welcome to the session. I hope all of you guys are doing fantastically well. I hope all of you guys are having a fantastic day so far. I hope it's a productive day. So, what is happening, guys? What's happening in life? What is new in life? Yes. Everyone excited about your examinations? Yeah. All of you guys are excited about your examinations. Exams are right around the corner. Exactly 35 days is what you have for your examination. So I hope all of you guys are, full on that Josh Wala mode. Anyways, welcome to the session, people. I hope all of you guys are doing good. Today is the day that we're going to discuss something very important. Something that has been a long time coming. The last 30 days, the last mile of your examination, the last mile of whatever you have done for the past 6 months. Today is the day that we're gonna, twist it a little. Today is the day that we're gonna change that a little and try to ace those exams that are coming up in the next 35 days. So today we're gonna be discussing what is the strategy, what is the best strategy for the next 30 days to ace your exams in physics. I am not talking about other subjects here. I am talking about physics in this case. So in physics, what are the best tips that you can probably use in order to ace your exams? All right, so that is the thing that we're going to discuss. Now, for all those who do not know me, my name is Anoop. I'm a master teacher of physics here at Vedantu. I've been teaching for almost 5 years now, and in that 5 years, I've had the pleasure to teach more than 10,000 plus students all over the country. So that's a little bit about me. And apart from that, I am an aerospace engineer and an avid football fan. Yes, that's it. All right. So, anyways, welcome to the session, guys. So, people, before we get started, let me give you. Can I get a quick yes if you guys are feeling confident about your examination? How many of you guys are feeling really confident that that you can definitely ace your exams that are coming up? You're prepared for it, and you're just waiting for the exam to come so that you can prove yourself. How many of you guys are like that? How many of you guys are like that? Joanne, you're not. It's all right. It's all right. It's okay even if you're not you're not in that category. It's perfectly fine. Yeah. That's it. Yes, obviously you must. You always must trust yourself. Now, hello, Shadowji. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Now, I know that a lot of you guys see. When I asked this question, there were two set of students that came out. One set of students were like, "Yes, sir, I'm really excited because I'm prepared for it." Set of students were like, I know what I've studied because obviously the chapters are not difficult, but then I am not feeling that confident. I'm not feeling that confidence in me. And today, guys, I'm going to tell you few things that you can improve, that will help you to improve that confidence. Now, for all those who are prepared for the exam, I would suggest you to leave the video and go ahead and prepare because these are things that you already know of. To be honest, you already know these things. So I would, I would rather help you guys to spend more time on your on your preparations, on your self preparations, rather than watching YouTube videos. But for all those other set of people who are feeling a little scared, this one is dedicated for you guys to help you to get rid of that fear that you have from the subject of physics. All right, so guys, with that said, let me start with today's session. The first thing that I want to tell you guys is this. Something that you already know of is understanding the syllabus for term 1 examinations. Now, you know that there are only 2 chapters in this term 1 examination. One is light, reflection and refraction, and the other is human eye and colorful world. Now, from these 2 chapters, all of the questions would be obviously from this. Majority of the questions would be from light. More of the weightage would be given to light chapter, and a little bit of weightage would be for human eye and colorful world because there is not much in this chapter, to be honest. In fact, this whole human eye part itself is removed. So there's only colorful world, that is refraction through a prism, TIR or total internal reflection. Then you have atmospheric refraction and scattering of light. So these are the only few concepts that you have. So because there are not many topics from this, weightage for that chapter is quite less. So my first suggestion for all those people who have not started yet, or you're still in the process of preparing, my suggestion would be to give more importance. I'm not saying that don't give any importance to this chapter at all, but give more weightage to light, because majority of the questions, be it numericals, be it theory part, be it your ray diagram, all of that would be asked from light chapter. So this again, guys, is for those people especially who have not started yet, or who are still trying to figure out where do I start. So for them, I'm telling you, please give more weightage to light chapter than Human Eye and Colorful World, because Human Eye and Colorful World is a very small chapter and it's very easy to get through. It's only theory. There are no numericals also. That's the best part. There are zero numericals from Human Eye and Colorful World part. So it gets much more easier for you guys to, because it's just theory. So there's nothing much to worry about. Now you also know that the type of exam, that is the exam pattern, is very simple. It's going to be, an objective based question. It's not subjective. That means that you don't need to explain yourself. You either get the answer right or you get it wrong. That's all. There are some pros and cons to it. Pros is that there is no need for you to sit and write for 3 hours, sit and write so much that your hand pains. There is no need for that. But the cons is that if you get the answer right, you get it right, you get the marks. If you don't get it, you get it wrong. There is no middle ground. See, unlike until last year, right, what would happen is that, imagine you have there's a numerical given. Let's say, you do your steps and stuff. You do your numericals, you show the steps. At least you used to get half marks. At least half a marks for the steps you used to get. But this year, that is not the case, because you don't even have to show the steps. Either you get the answer right or you get it wrong. Now, in these MCQs also, there are different types, all right? So you have the normal MCQ questions, which can be theory, it can be based on the ray diagrams, it can be it can be numericals or any of that kind. Then you have case study based questions. Now, if you do not know what case study based questions are, we have already done some very extensive videos on these case study based questions which can be expected for your term 1 examination. So you can check that out as well. Then you have assertion reasoning type, which I came out yesterday itself. I believe yesterday itself, we had another video of assertion reasoning type. So there'll be a statement given and there'll be a reason given, and you have to support that statement is correct or not. So again, these are the type of questions that you have in your examination. So what I want you to do is, when you're preparing for your exams, keep this in your mind. Keep this in your mind that yes, these are the type of questions that is going to appear in my board exams. So depending on that, change your study pattern, change the type of questions that you practice also. There is no point in, there's no point in spending a lot of time in the type of questions that is not going to appear in your exams. All right. Although, see, this is my suggestion, guys. Solve your past year question papers. The past 10 years question papers. Solve your past 10 years question papers, because even though the exam pattern is different, the type of questions would be the same. So make sure you practice the past year question papers. But when you're practicing, make sure you also add a lot of case study based questions, a lot of assertion reasoning type questions. Alright guys, is there any doubts so far, people? Any doubts? Ankur J, already yesterday people asked me this question and I told you the same answer. It is great. Alright, it is great. Don't ask that question anymore. Don't ask that question. Alright. Okay, so we will. Yes. Now, is it clear so far? Able to understand? Able to? I know that you guys already know everything, but it's still a good. It's still good to revise all these things, because you need to understand what is important for the next. What do you do? See, whatever you've done for the past 6 months, whatever you have done, that will not matter as much as how you use your next 30 days, people. The next 30 days matters more than what you've done. It does not mean that whatever you've done for the past 6 months does not count. No, I'm not saying that. But this matters even more. The kind of revision that you are applying, that kind of approach that you have for your examinations, that is something that you have to change in this next 30-35 days in order to prepare better for your exams. To be honest, you have about 35 days left for your examination. Now, although the date sheet is not out yet, that is which exams are going to happen, that is not out yet, but still you still have about 30-35 days in order to prepare for your physics examinations. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. Everyone, listen up. For the next 5 to 10 minutes, I'll just give you a quick idea. After that, whatever doubts you have regarding it, please let me know. I'll try to clear that up as well. All right. Next 30 days, what I want you guys to do, for all those people who have not started yet, the first 20 days must be spent on preparations for your 2 chapters of Light and Human Eye and Colorful World. The last 10 days, I want you guys to use that for revision. Now, what do I want you to do? Very simple, very simple. Next 20 days, for that preparation part, I want you guys to spend 3 hours every day for physics. I know it's a lot because guys, we have a very short period of time. We have to complete one massive chapter, that is Light, and there's another chapter which is nothing but Human Eye and Colorful World. So make sure you're spending at least 3 hours a day for the next 20 days for your preparations. And in that 3 hours, I'll tell you what to do also. In that 3 hours, make sure you're spending 1 hour at least on your NCRT. Super duper important. Make sure you're reading your NCRT at least for 1 hour every single day. For physics alone, 3 hours. Out of that 3 hours, 1 hour for NCRT. Next 2 hours, you can practice different numericals. You can practice your theory part. Whatever you want to do, refer notes, practice past year question papers. Whatever that you want to do for the next 2 hours, make sure you do that. But 1 hour, make sure you're reading your NCRT every single day. Next 2 hours, you can prepare your own notes. Make sure you guys are, referring other videos if you have to. If there is any topic that you find hard, make sure you do that as well. NCRT, very important. 20 days, NCRT, super duper important. See guys, it goes without saying, all the questions that is going to appear in your CBSE examinations would be from NCRT itself. You will not be asked any questions outside of NCRT. This is the scope that you have. NCRT is your Bhagavad Gita. It is your Quran. It is your Bible. I keep saying this. I'm going to repeat it one more time. That is where the questions are going to be asked. There's nowhere else that the questions are going to come from. The questions might be a little twisted. The values might be a little twisted, but ultimately that is what you get. NCRT, that's it, nothing else. All right. Apart from that, practice your NCRT exemplars. Like I told you, in the next 2 hours, whatever time you have, practice your in-text exemplar questions, in-text, questions that is given at the back of the textbook. Whatever questions that are given, practice those type of questions. And that too only for one chapter. Human and Colorful World does not even have numericals. Light chapter, practice as many number of numericals as you can, especially exemplar and in-text question, guys. In your examinations also, they might change the values a little. They might change the values here and there, but ultimately the type of questions would be exactly the same. So please, humble request. It's not a suggestion. It is just a suggestion. It's a humble request from my side. In order for you to ace your exams, you have to make sure that you guys are reading your NCRT. You have to make sure you're solving every single exemplar question that is there, because your exemplar questions are such, it pretty much covers all the type of questions that can be asked. So make sure you're practicing your exemplar questions and the in-text questions that is given at the back of the textbook after every chapter. Apart from that, make sure you practice as many number of case study based question and assertion reasoning type questions. I'll tell you how to get these questions also. Now, I'm pretty sure every one of you guys are expert in Google, Baba, right? Every one of you guys here know what Google is, no? Or is there anyone who's so innocent that he's never heard about Google, or he's like, sir, what is Google? My God, this is the first time I'm hearing about it. Is it like a popsicle, or is it like some sort of chocolate? Nobody's like that. No, everyone knows Google, right? Please, tell me yes in the chat box. You guys know what Google is, no? Just type case study based questions for class 10th. That's all. Just type case study based questions and assertion reasoning type questions for class 10th examinations for CBSE. You will get 100 different websites. You guys are very, very good at Googling stuff. Make sure you Google this. And you also have other books also. You have Oswald book. We have our own textbook, Tattva book. You have a lot of material out there. and a lot of them are completely free of cost. You don't have to pay for it. Take a screenshot. If you don't want to see the computer for too long, then take a printout of this. Little bit of investment you have to do. Make sure you take a printout of. If you have a printer at home, even better. But make sure you guys practice as many number of questions you can. Whatever book it is, Mac, MTG level is good. If the book is giving out some good questions, then why not? Please try it out. Whatever source you can get your hands on, make sure you practice the case study based questions and assertion reasoning type questions. Try to practice as many as you possibly can. All right, those are your tips for the next 20 days. Once again, people, just a quick revision. NCERT for 1 hour. Every day read your NCERT for 1 hour. Second, practice in-text questions in NCERT and the exemplar questions in NCERT. Thirdly, practice case study based questions and assertion reasoning type questions. How many ever you can, please practice those. I myself have sent out so many videos on this channel for case study based questions and assertion reasoning type questions. If you want, you can check that out. Don't just use mine. I'm telling you honestly, don't just use mine, because I have not covered all the questions. Don't just use mine. Use other sources also. There are a lot of other sources out there. Apart from my source, you can also use mine in the sense Vedantu 9th and 10th English channel. There are a lot of other sources also. Pick out those for all subjects. Try to practice these assertion type questions, assertion reasoning and case study based questions. All right, that's the first 20 days. What about the next 10 days? Once you're done with this, once you're done with your preparation, the next 10 days must be just revision. In the last 10 days, guys, please don't go ahead and study new concepts at that time. Please start with your revisions. In the last 10 days, make sure you spend 5 days on one chapter and the next 5 days on another chapter. In fact, Human and Colorful World would not require 5 days, but still, just to be on the safer side, if you want, you can increase for light chapter, you can increase to maybe 6 or 7 days for light, and the rest of rest 3-4 days you can use it for Human and Colorful World. But make sure you're spending according to whichever chapter you feel is more difficult. Divide that time accordingly. But the last 10 days, use it only for revision and nothing else. And how do you do that? 2 hours. That's all. Don't even have to study for 3 hours. 2 hours a day for revision. How do you utilize that 2 hours? In that 2 hours, practice your sample papers. This is the time where you go through all the different type of questions that can appear in your board exams. Practice sample papers, practice the past year question papers, practice as many number of quiz questions, as many number of your numericals as you can. The past year question papers, if you go through the past 10 years question papers, you'll find a lot of similarities. A lot of questions, a lot of the type of questions are repeated. The type of question is the same, the numerical value might change a little. So make sure you practice those questions over and over and over again, because the more you practice, the better you get, people. The more you practice, the better you get. It's just like riding a bicycle. The more you practice, you'll feel like you're an expert. One day you're like you're leaving both your hands and riding the bicycle. That's how it is, because the more you practice, the better you get. So make sure you practice your past year question papers. And finally, people, take chapter wise mock test also. Now these mock tests are, again, you have so many different sources. We have our own sources from Vedantu itself. You'll have a lot of mock tests that is coming out. Apart from that, you have a lot of other websites also where you'll be getting a lot of mock tests, like the same when you have OMR sheet and all that. So try to practice. If you can get if you can get your hands on an OMR sheet, I would say that if you just type OMR sheet on Google, you'd get a picture. Download that and take a printout of it and practice those OMR also. Practice even the circling thing also. Be expert in that as well, because guys, even if you go outside the circle, some scanners, if you go outside the circle also, they might not accept it, and your circle has to be dark enough. There are few criteria that has to be satisfied even for this OMR sheet. So practice that as well, so that you get it gets much more easier, so that when you go to your exam, you're not surprised mesmerized by it. So you're able to do it much more faster, and you don't spend a lot of time circling. Because I remember that when I had my first the first time, to be honest with you people, the first time when I got the OMR sheet was when I gave my CET. There's something called as common entrance test that's given for engineering colleges. That's the first time I came across an OMR sheet, and frankly speaking, I had no idea. And the fact is, I even got my name wrong, and that's a very common mistake that happens. So practice all of that, like even your name, roll number, make sure practice that, and practice this circling part also. Try to use a dark pen. There are a lot of things there are a lot of criterias that has to be satisfied, because they're scanners. No, these sheets are scanned later. It's not a teacher correcting it, they're scanned later. So make sure, and after that then there's a teacher who cross checks it. So please make sure you practice your OMR sheets as well, and try to take as many number of mock tests as possible. And when you're taking these mock tests, make sure you give yourself exactly 90 minutes, not more than that. 90 minutes for your entire science. Practice according to the time given to you, so that you get better at time management as well. All right, so these are all the tips that I would like to give you people. These are all the things that you can do for the next 30 days in order to prepare for your physics examination. Now, if everything else fails, you still need extra help. We are always here for you guys. Make sure that you guys utilize your time though. Please utilize your time, because there is no better time than starting right now. There's no perfect place to begin than exactly where you are at this point of time. It doesn't matter whether you have not prepared so far. It doesn't matter if you've already prepared and you're not feeling that confident. It's all right. It's perfectly fine. Whatever it is, it's all about it's all about giving yourself that leniency, that yes, it's still not too late. It is important to make you understand, make yourself tell yourself that it's not too late and you still can do it. And yes, make sure you utilize the time very properly, guys. Like I told you, the next 30 days is what counts the most. What you're going to do in the next 30 days, how you're going to utilize the next 30 days is going to count a lot. It is going to matter a lot. It is going to matter a lot than what you've done for the past 7 months. Whatever you have done, this 30 days is what matters the most. And like I told you people, if everything else fails, Vedantu is always here for you people with our term 1 crash course. Again, this is an opportunity, a final call for all those people out there who wants a very comprehensive revision of all the chapters of all the subjects. We have the term 1 crash course for the next 35 days or so. We have the term 1 crash course which is going on right now. I'll just quickly tell you about the term 1 crash course as well, so you guys get an idea of what it is like. So you get an idea of, like, it's not, like I told you, it's not too late even now. All you have to do is, guys, go to CBSE term 1 crash course. Just click on this link. This, again, guys, it is not me just telling you to just enroll. No, this is an opportunity for you guys to basically to give yourself that last opportunity to ace that exam. Once again, complete school exam preparations. You will also be getting your micro courses as well, which means that if there is a certain topic that you feel is hard, let's say you're finding refractive index a little confusing, or if you're finding you're not able to understand the ray diagrams, those particular topics also you can revise over and over again with these micro courses. The entire crash course is going to cost you around 4,500 rupees, which might seem like a lot of money, guys, but think about it for 1 second. 6 subjects, complete revision of every single topic, every single chapter for all the 6 subjects is not a small deal. And in fact, guys, the price of this was around 6,200 rupees, and we have bought it down to just 4,500 rupees, where you're getting everything. Like I'm telling you, all of the long-term sessions, whatever we have seen in the past. Look at this. This is how it's going to be. So if you just click on replay, you can check out all of the replay sessions of all of the topics that you have studied. You can check out all of the, you can see that inside a session. Look at this one. So there are about 68 doubts that were asked in that particular session that happened, and all of the 68 doubts were cleared. So that is how it's going to be. Every single doubt will be cleared inside the class. So you don't have to worry about running around and looking for doubts. And yes, you'll be getting practice questions, you'll be getting a lot of tests and assignments. If you just go to the website itself, you can just check it out over here. If you just go to content, you can see the test, you can share you can take the test whenever you want, and you can also enroll into any of the micro courses for free of cost if you just click on my courses. So there's a lot of opportunities out there. Again, I'm telling you, this is a final opportunity for you guys to revise. If you feel like you're not confident enough, you will be getting every single long-term feature, including the doubts app. So if you go to the Vedantu's website, you can even get the doubts app for almost the same price of just 400 rupees more. For 4,950 rupees, you're also getting the Vedantu's doubt app as well, which means that whenever you have a doubt, whatever doubt it is, all you have to do is take a photo, send it on the app, and the doubt will be immediately cleared. You don't even have to interact with the person. Automatically your doubt will be cleared and you'll be getting the answer. And I'm pretty sure that at this point of time, you guys need it more than ever. As a teacher, as a student of 10th standard, when I was studying, I would have definitely wished for something that was that easily accessible. Because obviously back then there was no when we did our 10th standard, obviously the technology was not that developed. We barely had any internet connection. But you guys have an opportunity to study at the comfort of your home. And the best is you can revise everything one more time. It's still not too late. All right. So guys, that's what I want to say. Now, I'm not done yet. Now, people, whatever queries you have, whatever doubts you have, whatever problems you have, this is the time for you to ask it. I'll try to clear as many doubts as possible. But yes, guys, I know that it's difficult to feel a lot confidence now. It feels like some of you guys might be feeling very, very suffocating at this point of time. You feel like, okay, how many of you guys are, feeling this tension right now? You're prepared, but you're still, there is some lack of confidence somewhere. You're prepared. You are sure about these 2 chapters of physics. You know that you can do well. There is a lot, that you're prepared. You've gone through this chapter so many times. You've read the chapter again and again. You've attended a lot of, sessions on YouTube, maybe on Vedantu platform as well. But you're still feeling that something that is lacking, that, there's this confidence, there's this lack of confidence that you have. Now, guys, again, this is all I want to tell you. Lack of confidence stems from 2 things. One is if you're not prepared. And that preparation, I've just given you the plan for it. That preparation plan, I've given you. 20 days, prepare properly one more time. Last 10 days, revision. This is one way to get that confidence back. Second reason is that you're scared of exams. And to get rid of that fever of exams that you have, please take these mock tests. Please take as many number of chapter-wise mock tests as you can. Because the more number of tests you see, the more number of tests you encounter, the more number of questions you come across, the more easier your brain takes it on you. The more easier it gets for your brain to think more clearly under that pressure, so that you are able to answer those questions to the fullest of your abilities. So if you are feeling that kind of confidence, that your morale is going down, that you feel like you need a little boost of confidence, then my suggestion would be to take as many number of mock tests as you can, and make sure you're giving those mock tests exactly 90 minutes, nothing more, nothing less, exactly 90 minutes, exactly how it is there in your in your schools, the examination, how it would be the board exams. Make sure you replicate the scenario at home and try to solve those questions over and over again. All right, that way you'll get used to that idea of examinations. That way you'll get more more comfortable giving examinations. So it gets easier on you people when you go to your boards. All right, so that is my suggestion to you people. I know these, it's not new. None of these are like brand new, and I've created all of these. None of these are brand new. These are age-old techniques that has worked for a lot of us. So I'm just repeating the same thing that has worked for a lot of us to, hopefully it works for you as well. All right. So anyways, that's all. So school has given all project at one time. What to do? Studies affected. Anubhav ji, see, it's important that you do school projects, but at this point of time, I would say that your focus should be a little bit more on self-study. Yeah, your focus should be a little bit more on self-study. Like I tell you, at least 3 hours a day you should spend on self-study right now. Self-study in a sense, reading your NCRT, practicing numericals, that is very important. Apart from whatever homework, whatever assignments, whatever is there in your school, it does not matter. What matters more right now is how much you spend you spend time on your self study. Make sure you're spending at least 3 hours. So out of 24 hours, make sure you reserve 3 hours, and it doesn't have to be continuous 3 hours also. You can spread it out whenever you want, however you want. You can maybe study 1 hour in the morning, early in the morning, or maybe 2 hours early in the morning and 1 hour in the evening. So that though you can do it, no, 1 hour in the evening though, then the rest of the time, whatever you have, you can use it for your school projects, school homeworks, assignments and stuff. But yeah, it's important that you do those also, because those are also considered for your final examinations. All right, so it's important that you manage everything. All right, it's important that you manage everything, because those are also considered. So please make sure that you guys are spending enough time on that as well. But at the same time, make sure you're spending 3 hours at least on studies. All right, so if you want, you can, like I told you, 2 hours in the morning you can study, like early in the morning, wake up like at 5 o'clock, study till 7, and then go to your school, and then evening 1 hour, whatever time you're comfortable, study for 1 hour. That's it. All right. सर एनसीईआरटी पर भी इस वीडियो बनना like sure as such, like how to read your NCERT, for sure. All right, that's a good suggestion for sure. We will do that. All right, anything else? So I haven't learned NCERT. I've not learned like NCERT completely, revised so many times, and I've solved educart MCQs, but I feel that I've not learned completely, not confident. No, don't need to refer any other book, Nippon. Please refer your NCERT first. Read your NCERT first. Like I told you, there's no point in reading all these other books as long as you've not read your NCERT. NCERT is the key, guys. NCERT is the key to all of your problems. So make sure you read your NCERT. All right, start with your NCERT. I know it's you feel like there's no need for it, but there is a need for it. Please read your NCERT first. Then you can refer other books if you want to after NCERT. But first NCERT. After that, if you want, you can read anything else. All right. So we say start. Absolutely, absolutely good work. Absolutely, you can still score 90% and above, guys. And let me tell you this, I can guarantee you this with my own life. I'm telling you, you can absolutely score 90% and above even if you start today. But will you utilize that time? That is what is the question here. Will you utilize those 30 days, or are you still going to wait for another 10 more days and then going to start? That is the question. That is where again, this is what I want you to remember. There is no perfect place to begin than exactly where you are. You have 35 days. You have 35 days. And in that 35 days, aram se, even if I'm talking about average student, you don't have to be the most brilliant student who remembers everything. An average student like you and me, we can easily score 90% and above just by utilizing these 35 days. Just by utilizing these 35 days, you can aram se score 90% and above. Aram se, trust me on that. Especially when it comes to physics. I mean, physics in the sense, science as a whole would require you to spend a little bit of time on chemistry and biology also. But physics, aram se, you can ace it in the next 35 days. Trust me, it's easy. It's easy to ace your examination. But it's all about, are you ready to do that? Are you ready to at least start from now? Or are you going to wait for another 10 more days and then start regretting it? That is the question. All right. So I see the exams will be online or OMR. Anubhav ji, I've got no idea as of now. I've got no idea about ICSE so far. I'm guessing that they're going to follow the same pattern as CBSE. So if I'm not wrong, they might follow the OMR sheet pattern itself. But I'm really not sure about it. I cannot, I cannot say anything with guarantee as long as I've not heard about it. So I'm really sorry. But if you want, I can get some information on that. I'll see if I can find out something. Sir, फिर से Human Eye, फिर से बता दो. Urjit, as I was saying, Human Eye in Colorful World is a very small chapter. It's a very small chapter where you have only theory. There are no numericals. It's only theory. So you just need to understand about, what is it? You have to understand about atmospheric refraction, total internal refraction, refraction through a prism, scattering of light. That's all. These are the only 4 topics left. And those 4 topics are all theory. There are no numericals as such. There are no numericals. You don't need to solve anything there. You just need to understand a few things. If you understand the concept, that's more than enough. So if you want, please refer through the Human Eye and Colorful World videos, which I've already done. There are only 3 videos of Human Eye and Colorful World. Trust me, those 3 videos are more than enough for you to understand everything about Human Eye and Colorful World. Everything that you need for Human Eye and Colorful World. Just need to refer that video. Trust me, you'll understand the whole thing. Then if you read your NCRT one more time, no, that's it, you're done. Good to go. All right. Anything else down? As I know, Anubhavji, I totally understand. I mean, ICSE is like an ocean. Like if CBSE is a sea, then ICSE is an ocean. But yeah, CBSE is not a sea also. But yeah, ICSE is a lot more bigger. I understand because even I was in ICSE, so I understand how you feel. But yeah, the thing about ICSE is this, Anubhavji. The one thing about ICSE is that there is an exam pattern that ICSE has been following for the past 15-20 years or so. The same exam pattern has been followed for the past 15-20 years or so. There are some questions which are short, which has been appearing in your exams time and again. Time and again, the same question has been asked. Maybe the values might change a little, but time and again, there are few questions. If you ask your teacher some important questions, they tell you a list of questions that has been repeated again and again. Please make sure you're referring those questions without fail. Because at this point of time, you have to work smart, not hard. Especially for ICSE students, you have to work smart, not hard. There is no point in you sitting and reading chapters which do not have so much weightage. Like there are few chapters in ICSE which does not have so much weightage. There's no point spending a lot of time on it. So understand what chapter has been given more importance, which chapter has been given more weightage, and accordingly plan your studies. So do smart work, not hard work at this point of time. For all the ICSE students, this is what I want to say. All right. Hi Shreyas, what's up, buddy? Yes. What's up? Long time we don't see. What's up? Much better, Himanshu. Thank you for asking. How are you doing? I'm an NCRT student, so I am excited for video. Arey, awesome. Sure, Ashta. Why not? Sure. Sir, 1 year gap देके exam दे सकती हूँ. I'm sure you can, KRG, but why would you want to do that? Why would you want to do that? My suggestion would be to get it done right now, because right now you have a good. See, there are good and bad things about this new exam pattern. The good thing is that you don't need to cramp the entire 4 units, electricity, 5 units, electricity, magnet, source of energy, light, and light as a whole. So yeah, 4 units. You don't have to cramp everything up and study in one night. There's no need for you to do that. So one thing good about this exam pattern is that they've divided the chapters such a way that Human Eye and Colorful and Light is one. You don't have to study these chapters again for your term 2 syllabus. So my suggestion would be to get it done over here itself. Like get it done in this year itself. Finish it off. Don't wait and go for next year, because then again, you never know what's going to happen next year. If coronavirus cases increase, then the same thing would happen next year also, or maybe they might go back to the old exam pattern. If corona is not there next year, or if COVID-19 is not there, then probably they might go back to the old pattern. So I would suggest you to don't take that break right now and get it done right now itself. All right. So when will CBSE give date sheet? I was under the impression that it will be coming out by 10th. So today's 8th already. It is I just saw a news today in the morning saying that it will be coming out today, but I still haven't seen any update from CBSE website. I'm keeping a constant check on it. So as soon as it is out, definitely we'll make a video on it. We'll be coming live for that as well. We'll make sure that those date sheets are also announced for you guys. Don't worry. All right. But for now, I mean, there's been no official statement from CBSE, but they told that by 10th of October it'll be out. So today is 8th. So if it does not come today, in the next 2 days, though, pakka you'll be getting a date sheet. But anyways, don't worry too much about it. Even if the date sheet comes or not, you do your preparations. You start with your preparations. Does not matter if date sheet comes or not. Will it change? Will it affect your marks? No, it will not. It's about how well you're prepared. So start your preparations right now itself. Don't worry too much about your date sheets. All right. So how final marks will be calculated? And above, for CBSE, it's going to be term 1 and term 2. Half of term 1 and half of term 2. And then your, your internal marks, that is your, how much attentive you're in the class, and have you done your projects and stuff, how did you perform in your internals, your midterm examination. So it'll be a combination of all these, it's an aggregate of all these three, that is what is going to give you your final marks. All right, so it's not going to be just one thing. For example, if let's say term 2 examination does not happen for some reason, if COVID cases increase by let's say April, March, then term 1 would be given more importance, and with term 1, how did you perform in your schools, that your midterm and everything, that would be considered. So that's how it's going to be. All right, it depends on the situation how it is going to be. All right. Sure, Ansha, absolutely yes. I mean, that is not a question. Absolutely yes. Please start with your revisions. Please start with your revisions as soon as you can. As soon as you can. Like I told you, if everything else fails, Vedantu's here. If everything else fails, Vedantu's term 1 syllabus is always term 1 crash courses. Anyways, here for you guys. Whenever you want, you can enroll and finish it off. All right. Yeah, sure, Arshadi, 100%. All right. So I completed electricity is already done. Electricity is like next year. I mean, yeah, it's next year's problem. It is 2022's problem. All right, next term 2 syllabus. That is term 2 syllabus. So you can worry about electricity later. Right now, focus on light and human and colorful world. Please, that is 2022's problem. We'll deal with that when we come to that. All right. Absolutely good sick work. Again, see guys, if you're ready to put in the effort, then yes, even if you start today, you can still end up getting 100% also. If you are ready to put in the effort, you are ready to put in 100% of your concentration, 100% of your attention. And right now, again guys, I cannot stress this enough, your intention, your attention should be only to your examination. The next 30-35 days should be only for your examinations and nothing else. Next 35 days, dedicate the next 35 days of your life only for your term 1 examination, nothing else. There should be no distraction. No more PUBG, BGMI, Free Fire, Call of Duty. What else? What else are the game? What is it called? There's another game, where people start with hammer. Minecraft. What else? FIFA, whatever it is. NFS Most Wanted, whatever the game that you play. Please say no to all of that for the next 30-35 days. And I'm not just talking about games, I'm talking about other stuff also. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? All those, this is my special person, love of my life. For the next couple of days, for next 35 days, you can keep your love of your life aside. All right. So make sure that you keep the love of your life aside for the next couple of days, for next 35 days, and focus on your examination. That's all. All right. So I always get confused why sun is delayed and why sky is blue. Arush, it is because of scattering of light, buddy. I have made a complete video on that, Arush ji. Please check it out. If you just go to the playlist, I've made a separate video for that. Delayed sunset, early sunrise. Why is the sky blue? Why does the sky look reddish in color in the evening? Everything we have already done it. So please go through that. Please go through that. All right. IPL also. Yeah. Nowadays IPL season, my god, the best time for IPL. This is the best time for, I mean, you guys are already waiting for a distraction, and IPL just came in as a as a vardhan, like I am there for you people. Please don't. It doesn't matter if CSK wins, RCB wins, MI wins, or Mumbai Indians or Rajasthan Royals. It doesn't matter. Ultimately, it's your life. When you go after your examinations are done, you can't blame Mumbai Indians for your examinations. You cannot blame because of Mumbai Indians I got less marks. You can't say that. All right, don't. All right, whatever it is, whichever team you're supporting. So please, this is not the time for that. This is the time for you to prepare for your board exams and nothing else. All right. In our school, magnetic effect is also is it amazing? That's even more amazing, Manchu. But yeah, make sure that you once you're done with your term 1 examinations, make sure you revise all that concepts one more time so that you can start with your preparations for term 2 later. All right. Is it? Awesome, Vimalaji. All the best. High five. For all those people who have completed their syllabus and they are starting with the revisions, high five to all of you guys. You guys are the diamonds the diamonds of the, I mean, you guys are doing your good, you guys are doing your good work. Don't stop. Keep continuing to do that good work. Make sure you're again putting in your 100%. All right. Again, do not get overconfident. Do not get overconfidence. Confidence is good. Overconfidence is bad. So keep practicing. Keep practicing. If you're finding, if you're done with physics, then move on to a subject that you feel is more harder. So go to that. Go to that subject. Maybe you're finding like social science is a little harder. Then focus a little bit more on that. All right. Because you're not done yet. You're not done yet. All right. Arey, awesome, Niharika ji. And chill out, right? Chill out. So how to be consistent? See, Gursevak, see, consistency comes from, understanding the priorities in life. Understanding the priorities in life. All right. Set your priorities straight. Set your priorities straight. Right now, the priority, again, the list of priorities should be at this point of time, exam. Then you can put your parents as second. Then you can put your friends as third. What else is the whatever games and whatever comes after that. All right. This should be your priority list. Once your priority is set, then automatically you'll feel like doing it. Then you automatically be consistent. You don't have to push yourself. You don't have to. You will not wake up in the morning. See, guys, this is the difference. You should not wake up in the morning saying that, oh, I have to study today. You should be able to wake up in the morning and say that I get to study today. Because there are a lot of people around the globe who do not have what you have today, who do not have an opportunity for them. They don't have an opportunity to study like what you guys have. So wake up in the morning saying this one statement, I get to study today. Not that I have to study, I'm forced to study, but I get to study today. That one word makes a lot of difference. I get to study, because there are a lot of people out there who do not have that opportunity, guys. You guys are lucky. To be honest, you guys are lucky. You guys are the lucky bunch. So make sure you treat yourself like that. All right. That one statement. Once you once you start setting that priority straight, automatically you will start doing it. Automatically you'll start being consistent. You don't have to force yourself. Consistency is what? Consistency is nothing but doing the same thing over and over again. When do you feel like doing the same thing over and over again? When you want to do it, not when you're forced to do it. And that want to do it would come when you start saying all these kind of things. When you start saying that, you get to study a new concept, and that is the way that you should look at exams. All right. Sign convention in short, Anubhavji, it's okay. I've made a separate video on that, but yeah, anyways, sign convention is nothing but this one. Like for example, I'm pretty sure you've seen your Cartesian planes, right? In Cartesian planes, you have your x-axis, x dash, y and y dash, right? So in your Cartesian planes, you take x-axis positive, x dash is negative, y is positive, and y dash is negative. The same concept goes for sign convention of mirrors and lenses also. So mirrors are basically, imagine I have a concave mirror. All distance in front of the mirror is negative. Behind the mirror is positive. Above the principal axis would be positive. Below the principal axis would be negative. For lens also the same thing. Since we always keep the object on the left hand side, towards the left hand side it's going to be negative. Behind it's going to be positive. Below the principal axis is going to be negative, and above the principal axis is going to be positive. Same thing. All right. So that's all. It's all right. Vimalaji. It's all right. It's all right, Saurav. Don't worry. That's what I'm going to tell you. It's okay. Even if you have not completed your syllabus yet, it's okay. Don't worry. Again, like I'm telling you, it's still all right. It's still all right. You still have time. You still have 35 days. And it's more than enough to complete the syllabus. Just need to relax. Just need to relax a little. Just calm down a little and make a plan. For the next 35 days, make a proper plan. Each and every minute you need to account. It should be accounted for. Each and every minute that you spend for the next 35 days, it should be accounted for. When you utilize your time efficiently, trust me, you will be able to finish all the subjects. And I'm not just talking about physics here, I'm talking about all the subjects. But for that, you need to spend some time today. Today, just take 1 hour of your time today, make a timetable for the next 35 days. Take 1 hour. That 1 hour is going to save the next 35 days of your life. That 1 hour that you spend today to make a timetable is going to help you to set the next 35 days straight. That is what should be. Timetable gives you a clear clarity. Timetable You see, guys, when you go with your mood, no, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have done this. No, you feel like studying mathematics, you study math. After 1 hour, you feel like studying physics, you'll take up physics. After 1 hour, you feel like studying English, you'll study English. The problem with this mood is that sometimes your mood is so bad that you don't even feel like studying. On that day, the entire day is wasted. The entire 24 hours is wasted. You're losing one full day. You're losing 24 hours on that day. So don't go with your mood. Don't go with your mood. Make a timetable and stick to that timetable rigorously, religiously stick to that timetable for the next 35 days. And spend 1 hour. That 1 hour today that you're going to spend is going to save a lot of time in the future. So spend that time. That's what I would say. All right. श्योर गुरसेवक जी एज आई वाज सेइंग सर कोई टिप्स दे दो एक पूरा प्लान दे दो कि सब कब तक सिलेबस कंप्लीट करो उसके बाद क्या दैट्स व्हाट सी गुरसेवक दैट इज व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू टेल यू नाउ फर्स्ट 20 days use it for from today next 20 days use it for your preparations. Next 20 days from today, starting from today, the next 20 days prepare for both the chapters of physics, both light and human eye and colorful world. Both the chapters, finish it off in the next 20 days. In that 20 days, spend 3 hours every day. In that 3 hours, spend 1 hour reading NCRT. All right, read your NCRT. The next 2 hours, solve as many number of MCQ questions, case study based questions, assertion reasoning type questions. Try to solve as many number of questions as you can. This is how your practice should be. Then for after the next 20 days, the last 10 days that you have, the last 10 days towards the exam, that is from November 5th till November 15th. All right, November 5th to November 15th, what you should do is you should have a revision plan. In that revision plan, spend 2 hours. In that 2 hours, make sure you're practicing all the past year question papers and sample papers. All right. In that was past year question papers, sample papers. And apart from that, practice a lot of mock test papers as well. That's all. Do this. That's enough. For physics, just do this. Trust me, you'll be done. You'll be good to go. All right. Anything else, guys? Anything else? When is the next physics mentee, Vimala? It will be happening soon now. It will be happening soon. We are coming out. I think the next video would be complete mentee of all the, both the chapters. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, by the way, people. Subscribe to the channel. Sir, revision kitni baat karni hogi and kitni question bank or sample papers? As much as you can, Gusevak. As many as you can. As many questions as you can, please try to solve. As many. It's not about number. It's not about quantity. It's about quality. Quality is what you have to focus on. Alright? It does not matter if you're if you're solving 30 questions and not understanding anything. There's no point in doing that. It's about quality, not quantity. So, it does not matter if you're practicing 3 or 5 sample paper questions. It's important out of that 3 or 5 sample papers that you're solving, how many questions are you able to solve without any external help? How many questions are you able to solve within the time that you're given? So make sure you're giving only maybe 2 to 3 minutes for every question. Are you able to solve that question in 2 to 3 minutes? That is what you should focus on. So quality is what is important, not quantity. All right. So which question bank? So you'll have Lords Da. I think you can go with even this one. What is that? Oswald is a very good book. Oswald MCQ book is very good. Tattva, that is from Vedantu. That is also pretty good. That is actually pretty good. There are a lot of good questions over there. And apart from that, I would say that EduCart, as a lot of you guys might know, that is also pretty good. A lot of MCQ questions over there. Apart from that, there are a lot of other websites also where you can get a lot of questions. A lot of other websites which are for free of cost. Download those questions and solve as many as you can. That's all. All right. HS. What does HS stand for? For HS exam, what does HS mean? So yes. Anything else, guys? Anything else? That's it. Absolutely yes, Saurav. Next 35 days is more than enough for you to complete your syllabus. Don't worry. 35 days is more than enough. Just chill and complete. That's all. All right. So yeah, people. Anything else that you would like to ask me? Is that it? That's it. All right then, guys, all the very best. I wish you all the very best of luck. As I mentioned before, Vedantu is always here nonetheless. Every time, every corner of the way, every step of the way, we'll be here with you people. So if you need any extra help, Vedantu's term 1 crash course is always there. If you're not confident, these are the batch dates that it's going to be starting on. So you can check that out, people. Term 1, 4th October, one set of batches already started. It is very, very new. And again, people, the entire revision would be done. Everything, all the subjects, physics, chemistry, math, bio, English, social science, all these 6 subjects would be covered. So it's a very, very comprehensive, well planned, well structured. The term 1, however, it is only a term 1. Depending on your term 1, the questions would be prepared as well. You'll have a lot of quiz questions, a lot of practice, which will help you to do better in your board exams. All right. So that is always here for you guys. All right. So yeah, people, that's all for today. Good luck once again, and have a wonderful day ahead. Utilize every single day, every single minute. All right. Do not waste your time anymore. Your time for fun and games are over. For the next 35 days, it should be just study. That's all. Do take a lot of physical break, in the sense, go out for a jog, take a walk every once in a while. Make sure you do that. It's not that you sit in your room for the next 35 days. I'm not saying that. Make sure you take a little bit of break as well. But it's important that you guys are spending a lot of time, or most amount of time, on your studies right now. All right. Sir, एक दिन एक चैप्टर करने, एक दिन में कितने सब्जेक्ट्स करना होगा? Again, Gurusevak, I cannot say that you cannot, it's not that you can do one full chapter in one day. So again, it is not about quantity, it's about quality. If you have studied that one chapter in one day, are you able to remember everything? That is what you need to understand. Are you able to remember those things that you have read? So it's not, again, I'm going to repeat this, it's not about quantity, it's about quality. Do quality studies. All right. So even if you're spending 1 hour, make sure you're able to understand everything in that 1 hour. I can tell you this, you can study for 10 hours and still not remember even one thing. You can study for 10 hours and still not understand anything. You can study for 10 hours and still not understand anything. So it's not about quantity, it's about quality. So that's what Gurusevak, make a timetable first. Make a timetable. Make sure you're giving enough time for every subject. Make sure you give a little bit more time for subjects which are more difficult, like math and physics, where you have numericals, and chemistry, where you have a lot of chemical equations. Wherever there are a little bit more, a little extra stuff to do, spend a little bit more time on that. Make a proper timetable according to your need. I cannot tell, make this timetable and follow this timetable, because your way of thinking, your approach towards exam is different. So make sure you make a timetable at your own according to your wish, according to what you want, and then follow that. That's all right. Oh yeah. Oh, is it? Are Tanya ji, happy birthday. Sorry, Tanay, happy birthday. Pori, where is the treat? Tanay ji? सर क्या अब नोट्स बनाने होंगे? यस गुरसेवक, प्लीज़ मेक योर ओन नोट्स. Try to make your own notes. Try as much as you can to make your own notes, because on the final day of your exams, on the last day of your exams, it is better to go through your notes than to read through the entire textbook. So when you're studying, make a note of it, so that before the day of your exam, before the day of your exam, it'll be much more easier for you to go through everything. Rather than reading the entire textbook, it'll be much more easier for you to go through everything. Right? Hey, hi Nidhi ji, what's up? How you doing? Only 10 days left. Why? I mean, you're talking about no, it's not 10 days. We have 35 days left. All right. No. Try to make your own notes. Try to write in your own words. They say that you tend to remember 3 times more better when you write something than when you read something. So write in your own words, make your own notes, rather than reading your textbook. When you're reading your textbook itself, make a small note. Make a small note of whatever. For example, let's say you read a small paragraph, then write a small note on it. Make a small note of it. That makes it much more easier for you to refer back. So whenever you come back and read the same thing before your examination, just before your examination, it'd be much more easier when you go through the notes rather than reading through the entire textbook. All right. It's okay. It's all right, Nidhi. No. I didn't see your message. I'm so sorry. What's up now? So where's the timetable? Sharva. Okay, timetable. You have to make the timetable. You have to make the timetable on your own. All right. Spend 1 hour today and make the timetable on your own. Try to make the timetable on your own. Understand whichever chapters you feel is more difficult, which subject you feel is more difficult. Accordingly, make a timetable for yourself. Make a timetable for yourself, because guys, this is what I tell you, each and every finger of ours is different. Each and every finger, the finger, what is it called, the fingerprint of my index finger and my thumb finger is different. My thumb finger to my little finger is different. If such a small detail of my same hand is different, don't you think the way that we understand, the way that we learn is also different from each other? So do you think that whatever worked for me will work for you? No. Whatever worked for you, do you think it'll work for your brother? No. Even if it is from the same family, it might not work. Alright? So please understand what your strengths, weaknesses, and make a timetable according to your understanding about yourself. Alright? That is the best way to make a timetable. It's not what other people are saying, it's about what you know about yourself. And there's no one in the world knows you better than you. So take 1 hour, take 2 hours, make a timetable. Even if you're spending that 2 hours, it is not waste of time, because that 2 hours is going to help you to spend the next 35 days of your life properly. That's all. All right. That's it. All right. An exam timetable though will be coming out soon. It'll be coming out either today or by 10th. By 10th, it'll be coming out too. Don't worry. By 10th of October, it'll be coming out. All right. Yeah, please, Arshita. Absolutely. Please watch some Chota Beam and have some laddu after that, so you also get some energy and you also start beating people up. Please do that. Alright guys, so anyways, thank you for joining. Catch you guys in the next session. Take care of yourselves. All the very best, and I hope to see you guys soon. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the like button, not for me but for you guys, so that I also get a little motivation. And also subscribe to the channel so that you guys get notified of all the other sessions that comes out in the future. Alright, thank you for joining, guys. I'll catch you guys soon. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Bye. Have a great day. See you all soon. Bye Rahimji. Bye Harshita. Take care. Go watch Chota Bheemda. Bye Sharwari. How you? Okay, alright. Sorry. I'm hoping that you guys are doing good. Bye. See you all. Arey Saurabh, no. I did not ignore you. I didn't see your message. Alright. All the best, guys. All the best. Yes. Alright then. See you guys. Bye. See you all. Take care of yourselves and have a great day, guys. All the best and see you soon. Bye. Take care.